Let's go, guys. I've been wanting to make this video for a while. I've been in ROTC for 3 years now, and if I was in your position, middle school, high school, or some parent watching to see if their kid wants to do ROTC, I'm gonna give it to you straight. Pros, cons, everything. Like, what should you know before coming to a program or any college and doing ROTC? So I go to ROTC here at Penn State. Like I said, I'm a junior. I've been in the program 3 years. I feel like I know enough about it to tell you, and all in all, before I start, I love it. Glad I did it. It's good for me. And what you need to know before signing up is you're signing up to be a future officer in the U.S. Army, okay? You can do active duty, you can do reserves, you can do the guard, but either way, you're going to be an officer in the Army. That's a lot of responsibility. You need to be a natural leader, and you need to be good at delegating your tasks. But again, it's not that hard, and I feel like it's a challenge, and if anything, doing ROTC is just going to make you better to reach your goals. So here we go. What can you expect when you get there? I applied in high school, right, during spring, and I got the scholarship 4 year. Very thankful for that. But if you are considering the program, don't make the decision after you get to Penn State or any college. Apply in high school. That's the most likely you are to get a scholarship, so I definitely recommend. So for me at least, I applied in high school, got the scholarship, so they recommended me to live in the ROTC dorms, which I did. Thankful I did that. It was cool because all the other cadets are there. It's easier to know when events are happening and everything because everyone talks. Like, we got PT tomorrow morning at this place, and I had a roommate that's an ROTC too that helps out a bunch. We had the same sleep schedule, all that. But either way, I recommend living with other ROTC kids if you can and if you want to be dedicated in the program, because there's two ways to go about the program. Like, I know some kids that do this. They just kind of like complain about everything, and like it just kind of ropes up. You're either going to do that or you're just going to know what you signed up for and live with it, and that's what I decided to do. Year 3, it's going great. Bring the energy in the morning at 5:50 when you have to be there 3 times a week. And, we'll go into what we expect. Yeah, it's 3 times a week PT. You got to be there at 5:50 or 6 o'clock, depending. And we do that every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I can't say it's the same at every school, but we do it 3 times a week. We have class every Tuesday and Wednesday, and we have a lab on that Thursday. And that's it. 7 events, 3 days a week. You get a 4-day break for the weekend. It's wonderful. I really like how it's planned out this year. Again, I can't say every school's the same, but I can say that Penn State is the largest non-Corps Cadet ROTC program, which means that Corps Cadets, or like Virginia Tech, have to wear their uniform 5 times a week and shave their heads like buzz cut. Look at my hair. Like, this is cool. This is ROTC regulations at Penn State. I feel like it's better to not be a Corps Cadet, in my opinion, because you still get that college experience without totally dedicating your life towards the Army while you're going to a college, which is cool for me. I know a lot of guys came here at Penn State. They applied to West Point and all that. I wasn't looking for that kind of experience coming out of high school. But, again, like, if you want to get active, make friends, even, like, join a fraternity or whatever like this, Penn State, I feel like the ROTC program here is fantastic, and you'll definitely find your friends, whatever. But getting into the whole friends thing, when I came here to Penn State, I told you, like, I live with the ROTC kids. I had no idea what to expect, So all I knew about ROTC really was we had ROTC at our high school, JROTC at our high school, which I'm not gonna say is not a good look for the program. It's not the same thing. I personally think they should change the name of JROTC to something else, like military class, because I feel like everyone at Penn State just kind of relates college ROTC to their JROTC they had in high school, which, I mean, it's cool, but at the same time, I feel like that doesn't give us the best perception. But hey, what am I to say? Well, we have that, and 2, I also thought everyone coming in the ROTC program had scholarships and was, like, on the same page about, like, this is what I signed up for, but I kind of figured out there's a lot of people. I'm not saying everyone not on a scholarship. I know some people not on scholarship that are better than scholarship cadets, so this is not true for everyone in the slightest, but some people are just not all the way dedicated to the program. And because you just really could sign up, like, if you go to Penn State and you pass military, like, medically, if you're medically qualified, like, you just could join ROTC. So there's some kids you could tell their parents made them do it and they don't want to be there, which is cool, I guess. It's definitely better than not doing ROTC, but at the same time, I thought everyone would be like dogs, like football captain type of vibes, but this is not the case. I'm not saying it's a good or a bad thing, but just so you know, not everyone in ROTC just like seems like an officer when you first meet them. Regardless, none of us are officers yet. Actually, we have to graduate and do plenty more school before this happens. Like I said, I'm a junior, so I'm not. I'm an MS3. I'm a junior, but I'm not close to that point at least. All right. Like I said, time it takes up. You're doing 7 events a week. And Thursday's the busiest day because you have PT, class, and lab on the same day. But again, like it's a Thursday, so you're not waking up early Friday morning because I know like a lot of social activity happens Thursday night at college. So you can still be engaged in that. Obviously, like you're done after Thursday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're off the whole weekend. But what I will say is once a semester, there's an FTX, okay, where it's like the whole weekend's dedicated to ROTC, which is cool. I think it's cool, but I mean, I do videos too, so I got this cool gig down in Auburn to film like Walk a Flame, if you know what that is, and like it was playing at my friend's fraternity house, and they'd like offer me a free place to stay, free food, like you're gonna pay me for this video, and like I'm like told the cadre, can I get out of this weekend? I have this big opportunity, film a big art, and they're like denied. So like if you're doing RTC, just know you're gonna make sacrifices. Like I had to make so many sacrifices at this point, but it's part of it. Like, what are you going to do? What am I going to do? That's what I kept telling myself as I was missing my whole family down in Auburn for the weekend. My like cousins, my I was going to go down with my dad. I've been playing it since last winter, but it's fine. It happens. Either way, just know if you're going to join, like you're going to be making some sacrifices, unfortunately. But, hey, it's what you signed up for. I'm not going to complain about it. But what could you do? What could you bring to Penn State or any ROTC program when you join as a freshman? I don't know, like a good red lens maybe, like a good headlamp that has a red light. That helps because they gave you this red lens flashlight. It's big. It's like L-shaped. It's no good. And a lot of people do is they don't like the standard issue boots they give us because when you come as a freshman, they give you a ton of stuff, like a ruck, sleeping bag, all this stuff for the FTX, all this stuff for lab, wet weathers, like Gore-Tex to keep you warm, like all this stuff. I can go on and on. But they give you these like standard issue boots, and a lot of people say the boots make your feet hurt and everything. But I got a new pair of boots from like a store that are not the standard issued ones, so I do fine. But some people love the standard issue boots. But I don't know. I wouldn't buy them before you get here, but a lot of people do buy that when they get here. But technically, you don't have to buy anything for RTC because they will give everything to you. All right. Responsibilities. You're doing ROTC out of college. Just know that you have to act like you're doing ROTC out of college. And that's in and out of uniform, in and out of class. You're representing the program and the U.S. Army. Like, you can't be messing around downtown. You can't be blacking out, going out with your friends. You can't be getting underages. You can't be peeing in the alley. Like, you got to cut all that stuff out. That's a good thing. You know, it gives you some more standards than you would as a normal college student. Not like you should be doing that as a normal college student, but every time I'm out with my friends that are walking with an open container, like, put that away. Not when you're with me. Like, it makes you be more careful with the law, at least, as like in college, which I think is honestly a good thing. That's good for me. I'm gonna say it's a huge pro. But no, hey, if you're signing up for ROTC, get ready to act like it. Okay, just don't come in here messing around. And I will say too, the Army ROTC programs are usually a little bit more laxed than like the Marines. You know, like Marines or Navy or Air Force, a little bit more stuck up, a little more like they want to mold you a little bit more while they're here at college. But I think Army is a little bit the most relaxed, I'd say. And I'm glad I did Army because I was thinking about doing Navy, and I ended up doing Army, and I'm thankful for it. So, hey, no complaints here. No complaints here. And besides that, I made so many friends in the program where it's awesome. At Penn State, I do videos. I'm an engineering major, and I'm an ROTC, and I'd say a good fifth of my friends at Penn State are ROTC kids. Like, I love them. Love some of the guys there, especially if you're going to school with a big program. You have plenty of kids to pick with. There's like 60 in my class right now. So I'm sure you're going to find a couple people that you like because, hey, all of you guys are on the same page. You all want to be future U.S. Army officers. So you have one thing in common, and you're doing stuff 7 times a week. So hey, automatic way to make friends. If if you're into ROTC kids, if you know what I mean. And yeah, like what it means to be ROTC is, hey, again, you gotta know what you're signing up for. You gotta know that you're gonna be a leader. You gotta know they're gonna make you more into a leader than ever before, and you gotta know that again, you're gonna be making sacrifices if you join the program. You know, and I will say, not being a critique, but they definitely push infantry a lot more. You're learning a lot of combat and tactical stuff. Like I want to be an engineer in the Army, so I feel like not everything applies to me. I mean, it still applies in the sense that like leadership skills and telling people what to do kind of thing, but even my cadre, like they talk to everyone about being infantry and be a member for life. Like it's not about that. You could just do. I'm just doing like 6 years active duty most likely, or you could do reserves or the guard. Like, don't let people sway you and know what you could do, because hey, power at will, freedom of will, use it. You know, like you're signing up for it, but know what you're signing up for and what you could do, what options you have. There's people to talk to. The best people I like to talk to is my peers. You know, because I'm not going to ask my cadre everything. You know, obviously, and so ask people. You know, a lot of just know it's not like you're going enlisted. You know, it's not like you're in the army while you're in college. It's just kind of like classes, but you're in uniform, and it's kind of like everything you do in life is like your image. So it kind of makes your image like ROTC. I'm not gonna lie, like it's your image. So that's why like also is like everyone's on each other's backs. Like if you're doing messed like not good stuff in ROTC, like I tell people, like I tell guys all the time, if they're doing things less than ideal that I don't want them to like see them doing. You know what I mean? Like they're messed up downtown. Like yo, like go home sober up. Like you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like everyone has each other's backs. Like I was in a little like I wasn't in a scruffle, but like things started to get tense. Called my boys like yo, it's getting tense over here. I got like 5 guys flying over the hill within like 2 minutes. Like it's people that get each other's backs. Like there's so many positives. It's a great organization in that sense. But more than anything is I don't want to categorize people because like everyone's their own person. I don't know what people are going through, but there's a couple different types of cadets that I like to say. There's the ones that are like me, like RTC isn't their whole thing they're about. Like I love RTC, I'm about it, but I'm not like I don't take it as a personality trait. So I do other things beside it. I try to get active on campus as I possibly can, and I don't think all that energy of mine has to be going to RTC while I'm here. I think I could make a bigger difference if I'm involved in more things. And there's a lot of people like this. But there's also a lot of people that I call the RTC Boy Scouts. They probably did JRTC in high school. No, I'm kidding. They, I mean, yeah, they're doing everything by the book. You know, they are the first one to raise their hand in class. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like just people that are just like all about it, all about it. That's good. That's honestly good. The program likes to see it, but sometimes I don't like to see those kids outside of class. You know what I mean? Then the last kids are the kids, like I said, like their parents made them do it, or yeah, no, that's probably it. That's all I should say about those kids. Either way, I'm 3 years into it. I think it's awesome. I think if you want to know what you're doing after college, like you want to have a plan, do it. Like, you know what I mean? You're gaining that experience. I mean, like I said, it's mainly tactical combat related stuff. Like we work with radios last lab. Like it's cool. Like we work a lot with weapons, but at the same time, just know it will make you a better person because it gives you more moral standards than just being whatever. You know, you have that. You have the friends you make in it. You have the things they teach you, like I said before, but most importantly is you know what you're doing with after your college career. You don't have to worry too much about internships. The U.S. Army will give, like, ROTC program will give you internships if you want one during the summer. Like, they plan stuff out for you. It's awesome. Like, if you want to know what you're doing and have the comfort of being comfortable with, I recommend. And honestly, I recommend. And anybody that I see them as taking the responsibility that I'm in as training to be a future U.S. Army officer, I tell them, like, yo, if you're debating what you should do, hey, ROTC, man, like, definitely consider it. It's a good way to go. And another thing, too, is if you're doing freshman year ROTC and you're still debating it, you're complaining every PT, you don't know if this is for you yet, and you went through 6 months to a year of it, it's not for you then. You know what I mean? You almost have to, it's your life, so be committed if you're going to do it. And again, on my YouTube channel, I made some ROTC vids of what we're doing here at Penn State, but there's different clubs through ROTC, and so you can be involved as you want to be. I just do the videos, and which is perfect for me because I love videos as a hobby. But regardless, something to consider, something to think about, and I hope I helped you. I hope I honestly made it easier for you to make the decision if you want to join the program or not at Penn State or any school. So, hey, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you around. Peace. Let's go.